Hello, it's me Assis Misra, and today we are going to learn all about programming techniques, all about algorithm, flowchart, and go on with the steps of which occur there, and along with which we are going to have some examples. So without wasting your time, let's start. So friends, here we are on our topic, that is algorithm. So what actually algorithm is? So as per the definition I have written there, it is a set of well-defined rules for solving a problem in a finite number of times. It shows the step-wise instructions about how a problem is solved or task is completed. So you are doing a problem, you are solving a problem, right? For example, in order to eat a banana, let's suppose in order to eat a banana, so what you do is at first you wash it. First step you start, second you wash it, third one is you peel it, the fourth one is you eat it, and the fifth one is you throw the peel in the dustbin, and the sixth one is you wash your hand, and the last one is you stop. So this is what an algorithm mean, or step by step instruction how you perform a task or solve a problem. So next we are going to learn what are its features. Simple and definite steps, clear logic, and easy to modify. As they are written in paper, so it becomes very comfortable to erase and rewrite them, modify them, and moreover. So next what we have on the features is it is simple. It has clear logic. As I told you right now, very simple statements are used there. I verbally made you known about the steps to eat banana. That is what our example mean. And the more is it, this process you see algorithm, it is included in the not problem, but in the programming concept. When you design any program, so at that time it is being used. Advantage is simple to understand, simple to debug, step by step solution, compatible with every programming language. So like it doesn't matter whether you want to make software or anything other program with Python, C++, Java, or anything else. The thing that matters is what are you doing and how are you going to do it. Algorithm provides you the way to it. You don't need to worry about your programming language. The matter is how do you solve a problem. It's just a step by step description of your data, of your way. That is all it means. So next we are going to have some of the examples of it. So here we have the tutorial for the example. So you can see the first step towards our programming, that is working with the algorithm. So the first one is how to make not make but how to make an how to make an algorithm in which we read two numbers and display the sum, difference, and product. So let us just put it. What is our topic is read two numbers and display their sum, difference, and product. So here we go. We need to write the steps also. Step 1. Okay, so what the step 1 is always start. Now we go to step 2, and our step 2 is read two numbers, that is A and B. The next step is step 3. What does it mean is sum is equal to A plus B. Now step 4 includes difference. If equals to A minus B. Now step 4 includes product is equal to product A into A into B. And now step 5 includes display sum difference, and now next is product. And now in step 6 we just gonna end our program or simply stop. So you can see here all the detailed information about how something is gonna happen, is going to happen, is being displayed here, right? And the topic was read two numbers and display the sum and product. You well known about how does it work. Now next one we are going to learn is write a algorithm to input number, not input but radius, and display area of circle along with its perimeter. So read radius and display area and perimeter. So here we go with our steps. Step 1 is always start. Next is step 2, which comes read radius. Next one is step 3. Let's give a variable to radius as a. Okay. Next one is step 3, which includes what need to be done. Area is equal to, or at first leave it not sorry 3.14, that is pi is longer value, but let's suppose this only, into a the whole or caps square. The next one is step 4, which includes perimeter. Perimeter equals 2 times 3.14 times r. Now next one is step 5, that is display area and perimeter. Next step is to stop the program. So you can see it has been stopped. Next one we are going to work at is read principal, rate and time to display simple interest and amount. So let me put the topic, read principal, rate and time to display simple interest and amount. Okay, so the step 1 will go here, start. Now next one is step 2, which would be reading the principal, read principal rate and time as p comma t. Okay, so this one error just because of this. And the next one is step 3, not read but simple interest equals bracket p t r is divided by 100. Now step 4, that is printing the amount is equal to si plus p. It's just showing spelling error, nothing else. Now step 5 is display si and amount. The next one is step 6, that is stop. So that is all we have for algorithm. In the description you will be finding some more examples, question and practice it too. And if you have any kind of confusions related to them, you can ask me again. So next topic is flowchart. Here we are on our next topic, as you can see, that is flowchart. So what actually flowchart is? It is the diagrammic representation of a program logic or an algorithm. We make a lots of algorithm as we saw in our last time. So that is what we can change into a flowchart. So next we have is advantages: helpful in debugging process, easy to detect deficiencies in program, a good program documentation. You know very well, in order to make a program, lots of steps should be taken, right? One of them is debugging. No, documentation, right? I mistakenly pronounced it documentation. It simply deals like when you make a program, like when PUBG made its own game, right? So it used it. Documentation means it just prepared a notes how it made, and if any concept is wrong, if anything is wrong, then it becomes a bit useful so as to find out it. So it's easy to detect deficiencies in a program. Like when you play any game, you face that there is a graphical problem, right? The quality is not good and many more else like that. So that is what your deficiency is. There is a lack of quality of graphics, so that is what can be maintained and viewed properly. Next is helpful in debugging process. Like you make a program, and whenever you use it, you feel that there is any bug or any kind of error, so you can easily find where the error is from the flow chart. So now moving on to the disadvantages, we have drawing flowchart is time consuming. Yes, it is of course, because you need to draw lots of circles, there are flow lines. Similarly, input output works, processing box, decision box, connectors, and many more like that, which we'll be discussing after this. And now next is flowchart can be converted into pseudocode. I will talk about the pseudocode now. And next is complex logic leads complex flowchart. The more complex logic you have, the more complex flowchart you would make. So better be clear about the logic you want to get. Okay, so as I told you, I'll be teaching you about the pseudocode now. So here we go. Now topic. pseudocode. What actually pseudocode is? It is an informal language used to express the flow of a program. Like, let me make a program in which we will be displaying the area for a triangle, right? So let's go. So here we will start with begin. After begin, we will use this input data, right? What the data is, we don't know here. Now next is print. Print what? Then into base and height. Whatever we entered last, that is in within the input data, right? Within this, we will just use it. Means we will input the data from here. Input from this input section, that is, you can see here this part, right? So next, what we have is read base and height. Here we don't know what base is, we will not be categorizing here. It is just a flow, a program, how it will work, that is what is conveyed here. Now next we would go to calculation. Now closing, and after that we will just go to this part, 1/2 into base into height. You must be known about the formula. Now we will move on to output part, output area, and now here we will just print it, the area of triangle is. Now here we will use A. Now next is we have to end our program. So this is what a pseudocode mean. So writing this is a bit longer process, but it might be useful for some of the programs, right? But it doesn't really matter whether you write or not. So the next one we are going to read is all about the representation symbols that are going to be used in this flowchart. So here we go. First, let me enter a shape. You can see I'm choosing this. So we have a terminal box to which we use for start and stop. So let's see what actually this is. Terminal box, what is its use is, it is used to start and end program, right? You saw this. Now let's go to the next one, is input output box or parallelogram. So let me add this. Okay, so where is it? Here we got it. You can see I have drawn the parallelogram. Let me move here to this vehicle input output box, which is just used when you input your data or output it, and display data. Now next one what we have is a processing box, that is a rectangle. So here we just insert it. I'm going to insert so here you can see I have inserted this, and Now this is a processing box. What actually processing box do is, like, you want to find the area of a triangle, so a, you write the formula. That is what we include in the processing box. It simply indicates any calculations for calculation only. So the next one is flow lines. And now here you can see I'm just drawing it, then put in another color, make it black. You see that I have arrow also over there, right? This part. So this is what we say, how it goes down below. So this is called a flow line, which says you to connect the flow chart, connect to the flowchart symbols. Like you are in the terminal box right now, so you want to go to processing box. So that is what flow line do. And next one we are going to read is decision box, which is very important. Next we will making a decision box. Where is it? I'm just unable to find the box over here. So see, this is a decision box. Okay, you can see this. Within this, here we will be entering the data. This is a decision box. What does it do is it makes the decision how to process it. Like you enter a number, so as to find it is order even, there is a decision. That is what we include in the decision box. So whenever the program is done, it will just move like this. If it is true, then you will go here, right? But what if it is false? The next one is you just comment to another phase. So let me cut it. So next we have is connector. Connector is simply used like in one, you write it in page, right? So you just complete one page and you go to the next page. So if if you lost the copy and if it became mixed, right? So how to find where the sequence start and where it goes? So it becomes very difficult. So that is what a connector do. And within this you will use a line, right? Let me make it dark. And here in the top there would be a circle where you will use a name, any kind of number or name you can simply use there. Make it a bit large. So here this you can do it, right? So let me give you a concept over here. Okay, so let me make a program, right, in which we will add two numbers. So here we go, we just input shape, so say fill, I choose no fill, and let me make it just cut it. Now once why to input it becomes a very long process, as I had already told you. Save fill, outline it, make it black. And here we will write just start. Let me make this smaller. Okay, so the next one we are going to use is insert a flow line. As I had already told you, we will just join two parts and the outline would be black. Okay, so the next one we are going to use is we are going to enter the two numbers, that is A and B. So here we will use a parallelogram, which we call processing box. So here you can see I have just entered it. Now save fill, no fill. Now again let me use a text box. And now here let me add read A comma B. Save fill, let me add no fill, and now it will come to this part, text, shape outline, no outline. So you can see this, I have added a text read A comma B. So again it passes to another one. So let me make it black. Okay, so the next one is processing it. Whether we have to, not whether, but you have to add this, so the processing box, or simply you can see as processing box. The other one, that parallelogram was input output box. So you can see this, I have it here. So I will so next one we are going to add is C is equal to just getting hidden here. Let me format it and save fill. I'll just make it no fill. So C equals A plus B. So again in the next outline you are going towards. I have no space here below, so I will just move it this way. Doesn't matter. And now here I will just display the result. So again I will use the input output box, that is a parallelogram. So the save fill I will not use any. Now similarly I will just go here, and now here I will write display C. Next one I will just get down below, you can see that I have much more space, so I am doing this. But if you have much more greater place in your notebooks, so you can just do it there. So here I will input one more, that is a circle which will give you the end one. Say fill, I will give no fill. After C, so I would write stop here. So the whole program is stopped. As you can see this, I have the program. You can view over the desktop or the anything you have. Okay, let me clear this all. So that is what we have. And for the dessert box, I will just give the condition, how it works. So let me find this. It is very difficult for everyone to find it. It's only so it. Okay, say fill, no fill. Okay, so let me put a text box. Limits. We are just going to put the condition. Okay, so the condition we are just going to put here. And now, as we know, we are just coming from another path, so we will just insert an outline, a flow line you use, or you say the next one we are going again towards a flow line. So if the condition, the applied condition is true or false, that will be determined by these processes here. Again a text box. If this is true, if the given part is true, then it will go to this way. But what if it is false? It will just move to another path that I'm just going to mention. It would be, if it is false, I'm just going to mention it here. If it is false, then to go to this way. So while going to the false, it will go to another part. Let me make this smaller. Okay, so if the process is true, then it will display a result, right? So we will just add it here. No fill. Now again, if the condition is false, then it would go to another way, that is false one way here. Let me make this a bit more smaller. Okay, and here again the safe fill would be no fill. So if the applied condition is right, then it would go to step A. So whatever you want to address there or anything else, then it will just display there, here. step A, the step A, but what if the condition is wrong? It will just go to the step B. Let me just copy this. Put this here. This should be step B, and after this it will just go to a new one. That is, it will just go to the end process. It doesn't, it meanwhile to you that where it would go. For me, let me take it to the end, and in the same way this will also go to the end. So let me end that one also. And it would end in a circle. Okay, so let me connect the true statement to it. So from here it will come to this part. Let me give the outline so that it becomes clearer to you. And again add a place to you. So you can see I have just added the arrow, and on next one again we are going to add a text box. So here I will just write stop. You can see I have just made the decision box, that is similar decision structure, right? And we are just going to end our video. So if you like the concept, you can just like my video and subscribe my channel, as well as share the video as much as you can. The better, the more you share, the more knowledge you will be getting for the next term. So till here we stop our video.